You know, I'll never understand how people get caught by slow-moving zombies, because in the world of logics that we live in, it's just retarded. You have to be stupid to get caught by something that takes 10 minutes to get to your path. It's, oh my god!
Welcome back to Eipic Film Fail, where the films fail epically. Today is a special edition of the show for webacinema.com's 31 Nights of Fright, happening now all through October. Now, when I was thinking about doing this episode, I was wondering what it should be on. I didn't want to do a movie wars because I did that last year, and I didn't want to just do a normal film master review because that just would have been lame. But since I saw a movie the other day, in theaters no less, that was so horrifically bad, I've decided to Eipic Film Fail that. Why? Because even though it's in theaters, it's been on DVD for a whole year. Yeah, that's pretty much sum up how bad it is. This is Case 39. You know, I love Renee Zellweger. I like her presence, I like her looks, and I like her overall acting ability. But damn it, did she sink to a new low with this film. I mean, if you look at the trailer, it plays off as a film about demons chasing a little girl. The sad thing, what you see in the trailer isn't in the damn movie. Not only that, the trailer just makes the film out to be something that it's completely not. Don't believe me? Let me show you. This is Case 39. So the film begins with Emily, played by Renee Zellweger, as she works to help children who are neglected by their parents.
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
You're here because your son has gotten into fights every day at school, and the last one sent one of his classmates to the hospital. Juanita came here for help voluntarily before the court stepped in and made it mandatory. That's what you're doing here. He's on a dangerous road. Your history, all the violence, all the anger, that's his future. Unless you break the cycle.
Yeah, you're a violent ex-con, but we won't take your child away from you. That would actually require paperwork, and God knows we would rather see the child die than go through that. Yes, we can tell she's good at her job, too. Just listen to how she handles this phone call.
They found bruises and cigarette burns. Mrs. Lynch, I read the medical report. If you feel that you need legal representation, that's perfectly within your rights. You... Hello?
Yeah. Fail.
Epic fail.
So as Emily gets off the phone, she encounters her boss, who hands her her 39th case file.
Wayne, oh come on.
Oh, come on, Wayne, it's Shark Week! So Emily looks through the case file and sees that her next parental disaster involves the little girl from Silent Hill. Yeah, we're only about 5 minutes into this, people. It's not too late to get a refund. I mean, let me explain down the hall. It's not too bad for a remake. We cut to later as Emily is having drinks with her friend Doug, played by Bradley Cooper. Yeah, she has 39 unresolved case files and yet still has time to go out drinking. How is she still employed? Are the standards at Child Protective Services really that low?
Anyway, I've done some soul searching, and I just want to say that if a full-on relationship feels like too much right now, I'd be willing to consider a purely physical one.
Wow, that was fucking awkward. I can honestly say I haven't seen a film this contrived and awkward since I watched Pandorum last year. What, did they just have the same director?
Hope you're good.
Well, holy shit, they did? Well, there's my explanation. The next morning, Emily pays a visit to the little girl's house, which I can swear to you was owned by the Manson family at some point in history.
Until it's too late, and that's where we come in. We help families communicate and learn healthier ways of resolving conflict. Eddie says we don't need your help. Mr. Sullivan, is there a reason why you won't speak to me directly?
You damn right there's a reason. He paid $11 whole to see this movie, hasn't even got his money back yet. So Emily has a conversation with her boss where she explains to him why she thinks the child is in danger.
I said scary. That man sat there staring at me the whole time, and the mother is his emotional slave.
Wait, she meant my parents? The parents are then called in for a meeting where Emily grows even more suspicious of them.
Favorite people either, okay? But we can't guarantee every kid a happy childhood. I wish we could.
Let me talk to her. Alone?
Em, we do not have a case.
Just 5 minutes, okay? Talk to them about how much they love kids.
Or you can just talk to them about how far into hell their careers will go when this film is released.
They hate me. I'm sure they don't hate you. They do. I hear them. They go into the cellar. Talk. What do they talk about? Sending me to hell.
Oh my god! Hell?
Hell? Now that's a bit much, don't you think? I mean, sure, I've spent my entire life trying to kill my mother, but who hasn't?
Well, hell, kid. You survived Silent Hill. Hell should be no sweat. So, of course, go back with her parents where the father is digging a big hole in the basement.
We dig, 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 in our mind the whole day through. To dig, 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 dig is what we like to do.
Wow, I can only wonder how the next few scenes are gonna play out. But luckily for Lily, she is listening to her parents through the vent shaft.
Honey, why are you scared? They're waiting to get me. I can hear them.
Really? Out of all the numbers you could have called, I don't know, 911? You call hers. You know your parents are trying to kill you, and you call a woman who you've been with for all of 2 seconds. Hello! You aren't hard of hearing! Get out the fucking front door and run your little ass off! So Emily puts down her bonbons and heads to the house with her by Ian McShane. You know, the Deadwood guy. And you can tell by the tone in his voice he's really excited to be here.
What are we doing here, Emily?
Saving your life.
They're asleep like we should be.
They're not asleep. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
Screw this, I don't want to stop any crimes. I just want to eat donuts for 8 hours and go home. Why can't you respect that? But when they enter the house, they see the parents are trying to kill Lily. In an oven. Yeah, not trying to sound dark or anything, but you had a huge fucking sledgehammer downstairs. I'm pretty sure that would have been faster. Deadwood, motherfucker! So the parents are deemed too insane to stand trial and are put into therapy. Yeah, because when you think attempted murder, the obvious judgment that comes to mind is fucking therapy. What happened? Did the precinct forget to pay the electric bill for the chair? On top of this, Emily is granted custody of Lily. Why? Because the plot says so, of course.
You okay? Do you live alone? Just me. Just us.
And Doug does come on Sundays for crazy monkey sex. Speaking of which, you're gonna have to stay with Mr. Herbert on Spooner Street on those nights. He has a basement full of dead children, but he's really a sweetheart.
Where you going, kids? Hey, I just want to talk to you. Why don't you come over to my place for a glass of wine and a couple of fruit pies, and then we can go in the back room and play crazy snakes.